in the distributed system, today we are going to see what actually is the parallel clustering computing. See, the parallel computing and the clustering into the computing, these are all different forms, the models which is taking place into the distributed system. So this is one aspect in which the clustering computing is taking place. So how it performs, why there is a need, how it looks like, those all things we are going to see today. So mainly in parallel, split problem in smaller tasks that are executed concurrently. So what actually we are going to try to do is, there is a big problems, and that's why the cluster computing comes into picture. So we will going to divide that one into the small problems. Now why? Absolute physical limit of hardware components, economical reasons, performance limits, large applications, so demand too much memory, and that's why double frequency you are going to require, double performance you require, more expensive system you require, and that's why you go for this parallel cluster computing. Now what actually the advantage of this? To increasing speed, optimizing resource utilization. So because of the sudden raise in the parallel and cluster computing, you are going to see there will be an increase in the speed of performance. The optimized resource will be used, and the disadvantage for this particular clustering will be complex programming models, difficult development will going to be the problem in this. So what actually it is, there will be a huge model setup will be requiring, there will be hardware setup, there will be a software setups, these all things are required, and you need to configure these all for this parallel clustering. Now in this, if I see several application on parallel processing which is functioning. Now how it is? Science computations, digital biology, aerospace, resource explorations, these are all several application on parallel processings are functioning together. So they all requires huge amount of computing power to perform. So aerospace industry itself requires various things that has to be managed. Digital biology, science computations, resource explorations, these are all combined together. They need to work for a single task. So these are the several application on parallel processing. Now in this architecture and technology trend of supercomputer, what we see is parallel vector processors will be there, symmetric multiprocessors will be there, massively parallel processors are available, cluster of workstations will be there, distributed shared memory. So these are all architecture of parallel computers. So in this particular architecture you are going to see toward expensive supercomputing, cluster computing is the commodity supercomputing, which is 58.8%. So towards expensive supercomputing, cluster computing is the 58.8%. So it is going to use all these architectures: parallel vectors, symmetric multiprocessor, massively parallel processors, cluster workstation, distributed shared memory. These are all things they are going to use it. Now in this case you are going to see cluster 58%, and if you will see that architecture and the technology trend of supercomputer, you are going to see that is 20%, and the other is very less. Now if you are going to see what is an cluster computing, so if in this particular diagram also you can see there is a cluster which is working for cluster middleware, high speed local network. There will be a system connected to it, there will be different applications are connected to you, and this is the cluster which is forming the complete structure. A computer cluster is a group of linked computer working together closely so that in many respects they form a single computer. The components of a clusters are commonly but not always connected to each other through fast local area network. Clusters are usually deployed to improve performance or availability over that provided by a single computer. Well, typically being much more cost effective than single computer of comparable speed or availability. So they all together working for a single task that has been provided to this particular system, and many of the system they are combined together, and from the top it is going to look like as a single system. Cluster classification we are going to see that high availability cluster, HA, those are mission critical applications in that high availability clusters are used. Network load balancing clusters are also used, science clusters are also used. So these are all different examples, and they need to go for different type of clusters, and we can divide that one into different classification. High availability clusters, also known as failover cluster, are implemented for purpose of improving the availability of service where the cluster provide redundancy. These are all different feature of it. All available server processor request, web servers, email servers, these are all network load balancing clusters. They do these all. In sign cluster, BOLF. So these are all the different. BOLF cluster is a computer design that uses parallel processing across multiple computers to create cheap and powerful supercomputer. It is going to make a powerful supercomputer. This cluster is usually a collection of generic computer, either stock system or wholesale. So it is going to provide you the supercomputer model. They all will combine together for a single task and working fine and providing the result in a very limited time. A cluster has two types of computers, a master computer and the node computers. When a large problems or a set of data is given to the BOLF cluster, the master computer first runs a program that breaks the problem into small discrete pieces. It then sends a piece to each node to compute. As node finish their task, the master computer continually send more pieces to them until the entire problem has been computed. So here they will be going to divided into the master and the node, and the master will going to decide that to whom the different the job supposed to be sent, and based upon that those job will be completed, and once the whole job will be completed, the master computer will going to release that particular data. So it is going to act as a supercomputer divided into the model which is called as the master and the node, and the master will going to decide that who will going to do what type of the activity, and based upon the activity they will going to perform. Based upon that, again and again there will be a release of data. Now if you will see this BOLF cluster, master will be there. All these master and nodes will going to perform a unique task, and that is nothing but the need of the system, or service node or front node used to interact with the user and manage the cluster. Master. In the node, a group of computers, computing nodes, keyboard, mouse, floppy, these are all, and they will going to provide, they will going to take a data and they will going to complete it, and it will be given to the master. So like that. So master and node computers to communicate some short messages passing control structures is required. Message passing interface is the most commonly used such control. So we will do with the help of MPI these all control. To construct Wolf cluster, there are 4 distinct but interrelated areas of consideration. Now these all areas are hardware system, resource administration and management environment, parallel algorithms, distributed programming libraries and the tools. So they're going to make use of programming libraries and their tools, hardware, resources and the parallel algorithm. So these are all these 4 broad area in which it is being divided. Parallel, if I talk about parallel environment, so the parallel environment will be created in this particular way. If you'll see, parallel interface libraries are provided. So sequential applications, parallel applications, cluster middleware will be there. At the down you can see there will be a different workstation, there will be interface, high speed network will be available, cluster computer architecture. So in this cluster computer architecture you are going to see that all the master and nodes are connected together, and they will going to send a data to the for a single system image it is going to look like, and sequential applications are coming and parallel applications are coming, and they are formed here, and they are going to perform a task. User can call these library directly in their Fortran or C programming or anything in which they wanted to use it. In the image wise you are going to see these type of cluster will be formed in the server rooms. It will look like this, many a time you would have seen the different server rooms look like that, and that will do these type of connections. Something like this it will going to look like in the image wise. If you are going to see, you would have seen many a time the different servers rooms look like this. These are some glimpses of that. In this, high performance computer platform for scientific applications are required. A huge amount of data supposed to be processed in that. Storage and processing of large data, satellite image processing, information retrieval, data mining. These are all huge area where actually the people are working, and in there we are using this cluster computing, supercomputers which supposed to be made. Computing system in an academic environment also requires a huge amount of data supposed to be processed. So we require this type of clustering environment for the distributed system. Geologists also use the cluster to emulate and predict the earthquake and model the entire interior of the earth and sea floors. So these are all the different area in which the huge amount of data supposed to be processed will be done. DRDO, clusters are even used to render and manipulate high resolution graphics in engineering. So these are all. What is bioinformatics? These are all cluster uses. Bioinformatics, biomedical computing. These are all huge area. Science, technology. They are using the different platforms to store that particular data and go for it. So Wolf cluster computing design is being used by parallel processing computer system projects to build powerful computers that could assist in bioinformatics research and the data analysis. So you required a data analysis supposed to be given after a huge amount of data supposed to be provided. What does it mean? DNA strings, matching algorithms. These are all required. BLAST, basic local alignment search tools to analyze massive set of DNA sequence for research into bioinformatics. So it required these type of parallel clusters which is supposed to be made with the help of these supercomputers. All those computers will going to act as a master and nodes in this. So we require a different type of structure for this. For bioinformatics, if you see that open source set of libraries are required for various high level programming language that gives programming tools to easily control how large problems are broken apart and distributed to the various computers in a cluster. So what it does is the huge amount of problem will be given to the different set of open source systems, and then they will going to perform it separately, like in ISRO. They were losing, where is the rover. So that whole image was given, and the one Chennai guy, he could identify that rover was broken in this particular point from that image. So this type of problems solving can be done. So we don't know who will going to solve this particular problem. So it will be made open source, and people will going to work out on those kind of problem, and they're going to provide a result. So that type of cluster computing in the bioinformatics can be used. So so the problem will be to the whole world. High performance cluster, 256 processor Sun cluster is going to look like this. This is very high performance clusters. Those are processing this type of data. Biggest Wolf, the cluster, if you can see like this, 100 nodes cluster system used for genetic algorithm research in the Stanford University. It looks like this, there the research are going on this. So I hope that cluster computing is very much understood by you, that why it's supposed to be given, what type of problem it's going to solve, how the open source problem it's supposed to undergo, and why they are selecting this cluster computing, in which the master and node system will going to function. Thank you.